Oh, we're live.
Beard Laws Podcast, episode 102, with special guest Monty Minter. You guys are in for a treat. Allegedly, he cross-dressed. No, that's not the word. He role plays. No, that's not the word.
Allegedly.
He competes in beard competitions. Maybe dressed up as somebody else. Maybe it's just him. Who knows? But for anybody that was on the YouTube, you guys were checking out the poll. And we said, hey, will Logan show up on time today? We had 10 votes. 56% said no. Whoever voted yes for 44%, you guys were right. Logan showed up on time. We're going to end this poll. If you guys want another poll question on the YouTube for the episode, let me know. I just figured out you can do polls on YouTube, so it's pretty exciting. And guys, as you can see here, episode 102, we're going to have Beard Laws news, Whiskey of the Week, Beer of the Week, this amazing new kind of beard banter segment with somebody amazing from the bearded community. As you could recall last week, we had Scott Sikora from Talking Beards. We had Barefoot Brains, who is now beardless, and we'll talk about that real quick. And if you want to rewatch it, you can. Anybody just listening to us, well, you're probably smarter because we're not that good looking, but we appreciate you. But if there's any point where you're confused and be like, what are they pointing at the screen? It's because there is, well, a lot of stuff happening. You guys can check it out on the YouTube, the Facebook, the Twitch, and anything else. And potentially we might have Toby back, and you could find out what's burning Toby's anus. You guys ready for the intro?
My tongue. Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
That
took a hard
what just
turn
happened?
left, didn't it?
Well, on that note, would you look at that? There is 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, Grim, you can't count, but yeah, that's 5 of us. I'm Matt with Beard Laws. We got Logan, Beard Laws 2. They call me Toby 2, the Beard Bro, Brandon, Jake. Waiting in the back room is Monty the Wizard, who we're going to bring in here in just a couple of minutes. What's up, fellas?
I just noticed something while we're looking at the intro cover. If you look at my photo, I have literally swapped out the missing parts from that beard and got rid of it to have this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I don't have the mustache. What happens if I do like a photo negative of myself? And this is what you get.
Interesting. A man that can rock almost any facial hair. You would be very, very welcomed into like beard events and stuff, because you can go to one competition with a stash, one as a whaler, even though nobody really likes a whaler. And yeah, look at that.
Or a 70s porn reunion.
Oh,
You can do that.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Looking good, guys. We are looking good, and you guys are all looking good, and we can't thank you guys enough for everybody there. Nick Gates throwing in the hay early game. Same with Laura and Grim, Amanda. You guys are all absolutely amazing. And earlier I said, give this podcast a thumbs up if you think Grim is good looking. And this is the first time I've ever had more thumbs down than thumbs up. So I don't know what's happening. But either way, Grim, we appreciate the hell out of you. He said sweet cheeks. He's clearly talking to Brandon J. McDermott. But yeah, what's up, fellas? What's going on? What's new, Toby? You've had a quite the busy last month between traveling and reunions and just a busy man. I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, I was all the way on the west side of North Carolina, about 4 hours away for a week, and then I was up in Virginia for a week, and then we just had the Toby's Army meetup, which we call the family reunion. That was this past weekend, so it was a whole week of prepping for that. So yeah. I've missed out on so much out here, and I'm glad. I'm just glad to be back. I'm exhausted, but I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. And like we talked about a little bit before, you're just trying to still catch up, and you know, it's you'll get there. And it's funny because there's not a lot that can tire you out, because anytime we've had shows, we've had just hanging out, it's like you go to bed at 5 a.m. and you're back to work at 7, and you rinse and repeat. So you know it's a busy ass week when it tires you out. The reunion was amazeballs.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
It was really cool. I finally got to meet Grimlock.
What
a great guy, man. Like, really nice.
Confirmation, you know, kind of the cherry on top. I mean, we all knew he was a pretty good guy, so now it's official. And it's kind of funny when I went down to nationals, and always kind of, you know, the last little bit, especially with COVID and everything, been able to connect with the bearded community, Monty and the boys, and they've just been this running joke that they thought like I wasn't real, like I was just this like hologram that I was able to put on all these shows, wasn't really me. And I don't know how many times this weekend was more times than people took pictures with flash. They were like, holy shit, Matt's real.
You're
That's
real.
a real boy.
You're actually
a real boy.
here.
You're the
Yeah.
Tupac of the beard world.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
just cool, just hugging up on all these beards and just beards on beards with Velcro. It was a cool feeling. And anybody that has an experience, you guys should check out any of the upcoming events, which Monty has some cool stuff that he's going to announce here in a little bit. But Brandon, what we're going to do is for anybody that's just listening, or you guys, want to plan maybe your like your piss breaks or your poop breaks during the episode, we're going to do Beard Laws News. We're going to do a quick whiskey of the week. We're going to bring in Monty, and then we're going to do some beer of the week. We're going to find out what's burning Toby's anus. We got to talk about the picker wheel. We got a lot of stuff. So Brandon, if you're ready, you want to get into the news?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
I'm Brandon J. McDermott. This is Beard Laws News. A team of Omani cavers has made what is believed to be the first descent to the bottom of a Yemen-fabled wall of Barhout. That's a national wonder shunned by many locals who believe it's actually a prison for genies. The forbidding well of hell, they call it, whose dark, round aperture creates a 100-foot wide hole in the desert. Sounds like my first wife. That's under approximately 367 feet below the surface, and according to some accounts, gives off strange odors. Again, recalling my first wife. But no signs of the supernatural, though. There were snakes, but they don't bother you unless you bother them, a geology professor at the German University of Technology in Oman said. Cavers descend into unexplored, possibly genie-filled well of hell, because what else could go wrong in the 2020s? A 22-year-old Canadian man has been charged after trying to flee from police with a stolen pickup truck and a fishing boat attached. That, according to reports, an officer was on patrol when they observed a pickup truck towing a boat and failed to have operating trailer lights. Police attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver fled the area after striking several curbs, causing severe damage to the vehicle. The driver lost control and stuck a power line cable support. The vehicle became immobilized as it turned over. The driver then attempted to flee on foot, but was arrested without incident. Upon further investigation, it was discovered that the pickup truck, boat, and trailer were all reported stolen. Just a reminder out there to all you potential criminals: when fleeing the po-po, leave behind the toto.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Well done.
Investigators are looking for a man with a mullet and a minivan in a series of burglaries in Central Florida. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office said the same burglar broke in to someone's barn and a home on two separate occasions in the past 2 months. The Sheriff's Office shared video of the first crime, which showed the burglar leaving the area in a dark-colored minivan. In the second break-in, deputies said the man drove off in a black Ford pickup truck and a trailer. In addition to the mullet, the Sheriff's Office said the man had a tattoo on the side of his chest. Man with a mullet wanted in Florida. Well, that's the entire description of the perp. They're never going to find him. A Michigan man has been federally charged with leaving pipe bombs at a cell phone store, several of them actually, and threatening letters at cell towers. Allegedly, a man carried out all these acts as part of a moral campaign to end adult content online, as well as cursing, but also to get a $5 million payday. Later that same day, the man had his initial appearance in the U.S. District Court, where he officially was charged with extortion and attempted damage or destruction of a building used in interstate commerce. The former is a 20-year felony, while the latter is punishable by a minimum of 5 years, but not more than 20 years in prison. Someone tell him that the war is over and the prudes lost in a tidal wave of lube. For Beard Laws News, I'm Brandon McDermott.
Absolutely nailed it, as always. The world's greatest newsman on the entire planet, Brandon J. McDermott. Make sure you guys follow him on all of the social medias. He has a cat on his lap. That's how good he
I
is.
wanted some of this, and he jumped in midway through the news. Luckily, I was able to stop him. So this is Roscoe.
This is this can go down in the history of the most pussy that's ever been on this show. Yeah. So,
Fantastic.
guys, what we're
Hey,
gonna
I
do
owe you an apology, Matt. Matt, I owe you an apology.
for what?
I let you down at the beginning of the episode.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
Yeah. That's what we've been waiting for.
The
All right,
episode
well-
has, you have to have that.
It's officially begun now. That is our calling. So what we're going to do real quick, Logan's going to mention what we are sipping on for the whiskey of the week, and we are going to bring in Monty. Sorry, Monty, we're a couple of minutes late. All right.
I'll go quick.
That's the first time he's ever given me a finger that wasn't the middle one. He gave me a thumbs up.
Hey,
Oh, there it is.
There it
Hey.
is. There it is. Everything's right in the world.
Yep. So it looks like we have a couple of different. Oh no, we have the same one. We have the same one. You would think. There it is. So we have the Blackened. Gentlemen, we'll just do a quick description. Tell it what it is. Give it a pour. And let's get Monty in here while we sip the whiskey of the week, Blackened.
Oh, it says all tightly, a bold collaboration of the finest hand-selected whiskeys, an unrivaled composition of craft and creativity born in cask, forged by sound. Basically, if you don't know what this is, it's the Blackened Whiskey, one would say by Metallica, which means this is badass.
Speaking of badass, shout out Squeaksbeard.
Squeaksbeard. That was good, guys.
That was good. That's the best
really
one we've done. So yeah, so obviously Toby, you've had this before. Any Beard Bro, Brandon, have you guys had this?
I've been saving this.
I don't know
until we came back.
Yep.
It's
We
absolutely
survived
amazing.
the episode 101 with all of the Dalmatians, so I'm glad that we're on
did.
102, and this is something we're going to sip on, and then we will actually talk more about the whiskey of the week a little bit later. Logan, well done on that. Metallica.
There you go, sir.
By thanks, buddy. American Whiskey, remastered by Dave Pickerel. Metallica. If you
Hey,
don't know
where's
who
mine?
Metallica is, there's a little button that has an X. You guys can go ahead and press that and go check out another podcast.
You can
All
just
right.
go ahead and leave. Just go.
So what we're gonna do real quick, we have a new little segment for our beard banter. It is brought to you by Mistrella's Barbershop. Let's check this out. And then we'll bring in Monty. That was super
That's
quick.
nice.
that
Look
is
at
just
that.
the greatest picture ever.
Good.
Wasn't that like the greatest picture that you've ever seen?
That was
Did you guys
crazy.
ever find out who took that picture, Monty?
No, so the gentleman that we actually thought took it actually messaged Scott Sikora and said that it wasn't him. So I have
Scott Sikora, who's he? I never heard of him.
no half beard.
So obviously, guys, this is Monty the Wizard. Why don't you tell them
Hi.
tell everybody a little bit about you, man.
Monty the Wizard mentor, co-founder of Beard Mob Beard Club. Been in this stuff for about 4 years now. Doing the competing probably 3 years. And it's a blast. If you haven't ever been to a competition, I highly recommend just go to one. You'll be back. I promise.
Absolutely. And Aaron from Talking Beards, Aaron D. Johnson, he actually started making me watch Whisker Wars, which is wild. So I think we need to spice up the beard scene a little bit, and I think I know the guy to do that. But either way, you mentioned Beard Mob, which you are one of the co-founders. And how many chapters of this? Because you guys are all over the nation, correct?
I think last count was 38.
38 different chapters of
Awesome.
amazing beards. And just like any beard competition, this is no different or no exception with Beard Mob. I always feel like when you're out, you know what I mean? You're bearded, no matter what club you're in, you're wearing a vest, you have patches. People associate you with a biker club. And a lot of people, unfortunately, think biker clubs with bad things, maybe Sons of Anarchy or, you know what I mean? Just, any other club. But just like every competition, every bearded community, these guys do so much charitable work. Every competition and so much of the stuff that they do is for charity. So much that what are you actually doing for charity right now, which I would hate to see happen?
No, I didn't want to talk about it, but I will. So if we raise $25,000 by March, myself and Jake Johnson, we're going to shave our mustaches off on stage, and the money's going to go to a mental health and suicide prevention charity that's just taken off. Like they're just getting off the ground. They just filed for their 501c3. And I think the 25 will be a huge help for that charity. There's so many charities out there now that they've got tons of money. We want to help the small guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, we jumped on 25 grand. Aaron says we're going to fly by. What's up, Nick? We're going to fly by 25,000. I don't think so. I hope we hit like 23. The charity still gets the money, but I get to keep my mustache.
Yeah, I would vote.
That is
for
a glorious stash, by the way.
Not the mustache.
The mustache. It's
Yeah,
gonna,
and if you guys haven't seen Jake Johnson as well, another legendary mustache. Like
it's another big one.
Who's going to give everybody the rides?
It'll grow back.
Yep. Toby is going to have to
Wait in
step
line,
up.
it'll grow back.
How long?
Toby's like, I will.
How long do you think you have in that stash growing?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
Isn't that
I've trimmed over the lip. I used to keep it off the lip because I didn't like eating my mustache hairs, but I've made a deal to where I'm not gonna touch it until we get ready to shave it. I've been told by Natalie that if it gets long enough and got to be glued it, that's the hairspray we use when we freestyle. If I got to be glued it and then cut it off, she can actually put it on a piece of felt, and then I can take it back.
Yeah,
to my
because it would just come off just dead solid. So
That's
you
my
You can
plan.
attach.
That's
That's
awesome.
my plan.
That is
You need to
awesome.
attach the felt then to a mustache mate,
Yes.
and
Oh,
then you would have it to pop back on for you.
Well, what's going to happen for anybody that doesn't know, Natalie is a world champion, national champion. She does it all in the whiskerina, the creative beards and everything. So
Yeah.
she's going to end up having a Monty style stash on something, and it's going to be another award-winning performance. Just amazing. Monty, you guys also do a show on Wednesdays. What Up Mob Wednesdays? You want to tell the guys about it? For
We
anybody that hasn't
do.
seen it?
It's my co-founder Buffon, myself. We call it No Script, Don't Give a Shit. We talk about whatever. Last night we were on for 4 hours. I'm not drinking tonight because we were on for 4 hours last night.
There was a lot of shots of Jaeger and stuff going on.
Yeah, I didn't even take my peach crown back to the fridge. Like I just left everything in here. It was a very long night, but
It was a good thing though. And
whatever.
yeah.
We do. I have these. I have a guy that makes these wooden cups for me. And hand paints them. We've jumped on and done like live auctions, and everything's for charity. Like I don't want your money. I just want to help.
Yeah.
And
last night you guys gave away 48 prizes.
46 winners last night for one of our Louisiana guys that got hit with Ida pretty bad. I think it was 388 spots at $5 a spot, and all the money went to him. Like we don't want none of it. PayPal's going to get their piece for transferring it, but it all went to him.
Yep, absolutely amazing.
That's what we say. We just want to help. Like it doesn't matter who it is, what it's for. I don't care. We just want to help.
And last night you guys also broke a little bit of some breaking news with a new product. Is that correct?
We did. We've dropped our first T-shirt. We've been doing this for a while. That's the T-shirt there. That's myself and Buffon. I'm excited. It's like I said, our first shirt. We're on our 82nd episode, and that's our first like any kind of swag that we've done like that.
Yeah.
We've made flags and some little stuff, stickers, buttons, pins, whatever. But that's our first T-shirt that we've done. And it's a limited shirt. It's only going to run for 3 weeks, and that money is going to go to the big shave where I'm losing my mustache as well.
And there's the link in the chat if you guys want one. $25 to $30 depending on the size, all the way up to the big boy size, 5XL. And again, just another charity, same one that he was just talking about right there. And whoisjunkie.com is who you guys partnered up with that one. What was the connection there? They have a lot of great products. I took a look
They have some awesome products. They hit us up and said, "Hey, can you guys take a couple pictures for us? And we just want to see what we can come up with." And that's what they came up with. And I fell in love with it. I was like, "Oh my God." You can't really see on that picture there, but it's like a bookend picture where we're holding our numbers up. And Buffon's picture or his bookend number is the actual date Beard Mob started, January 14th. And then my booking number is you can barely see it. My booking number is my granddaughter's birthday.
Oh,
So
awesome. I just appreciate you let a bird be in there, so that was nice.
right?
2 of them, really. Yeah.
So that's our thing. It's not a fuck you. It's the way I tell it when I'm on stage competing and I look out into the crowd and I see 20, 30 fingers in the air. You know what I mean? Like that just
It's an angry hug, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm home. I'm home. I'm with my family. I know I'm with good people.
Yep.
Good.
No, absolutely amazing. Like I said, so anytime you're in a chat and there is Beard Mob and you're seeing middle fingers, they're not telling you to fuck off. They're not saying fuck you. They're saying what up. This mob is here representing, and it's just an amazing experience. I was so thankful to be able to not only meet you, but meet so many of the other guys in Pennsylvania, and it was just a great experience. And they released, I think it was yesterday, the day before, and I think Talking Beards covered it. They raised almost $12,000 for the 3 charities just in that one event, and it's just another reason why myself and anybody in the beard community knows that the beard community is the greatest community in the entire planet. And
it's a different breed.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't know if you have another minute. If any of you guys want to ask him a question before we get out of here, feel free to have at it. I know there was one in the private chat. If you want to ask it, go ahead, Beard Bro.
Hey, I was just gonna say, man. So obviously, so first of all, how long is your beard? Because I know Matt's in the 15 to 18 inch, right? Or was it?
It's about 23.
Okay.
That glorious.
So now for the beginner beard grower,
okay.
Are there any tips that you would have for someone who says, "Hey, man, this sounds great. I'd love to jump into the charity aspect with you guys. I'd love to jump into this brotherhood." But I don't know the first thing. Like, obviously, I think all of us are kind of, at that point of understanding beards. But, for somebody who's watching right now or listening right now, what is something that you could give for a pointer? Because very clearly you take excellent care of that beard and the stash. So it looks amazing.
My first tip that I tell everybody: stop shaving. You can't.
It's probably good.
Shaving. I'm a firm believer in what you eat. It plays a lot with it. Moisture has a lot to do with it, and then that's where your products come in: your oils, your butters, your balms, down to your shampoos and conditioners. Like, you have to take care of it. The best way I explain it to people is it's like your dirt and grass at home. If your dirt isn't worth the shit, your grass isn't going to grow. I mean, plain and simple. So you have to take care of the skin, and once you take care of the skin, it does it on its own.
What's a good beard growing food? Like, what's something nutrition wise?
Healthy shit, broccoli. Okay. Not none of the fast food. I'm a firm believer that you take care of your body. Your body's going to take care of itself. It's
true. No, yeah. I mean, look at that. He's living proof.
It's magnificent, man. So now, did you use a straightener or anything on that?
No, never. I've tried to straighten it once and burnt my finger and was like, yeah, I'm out.
No.
Really? Because that is fan-freaking-tastic.
No straightener whatsoever. I do.
You can attest to it. It's just training. If you continue to train the hair to go the way that you want from the time you start growing, your beard will essentially grow and fall the way that you want your style to do. So, living
That's
proof.
What I have to explain to some of the shorter beards, like around bouffant size. The shorter beards kind of want to do this to it, and everybody's asked, "Do you straighten yours?" No, it's just time and weight is going to pull it down. It's going to pull it down. It's not going to stay. I wish it would. Don't get me wrong. That would be awesome. Have a ludicrous beard.
Like fro beard. Yeah, I was going to say, man, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Thing. Patience, dedication, and absolutely no. That's a great answer. Does anybody else have a question for him before he takes off?
Is it hard being so good looking?
No, I just wake up and piss excellent. It just happens.
You wake up, you piss excellent. You look in the mirror and be like, "Today's my day."
Now I might wake up and my beard be all in my face, But
do you ever use your beard as a pillow? Because that looks very, very soft.
No, but I have used a cotton candy scented beard oil and woke up in the middle of the night and just craving cotton candy so bad. So bad.
All right, I got one for you. All right, so Matt and I were chatting. This has been a couple of months ago, Matt. I don't know if you remember or not, but we were talking about shaving, like the neckline and stuff like that. So what do you recommend? Okay, so you're all the way straight down to the throat. All right.
All the way down. That is a lot to do with the competitions. That's something that judges look for. You'll walk by a judge's table, and that's one of the first things they're going to ask you is like, let me see underneath. Do you trim it? It goes with our category, I believe, as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
You want to be as natural as possible.
Yep. Okay. Yep. And even in the grooming one, I learned even over the weekend, they look for definition. So for me, I took a little bit off the side here just to show a little bit of definition down here, but it's still all right there from here all the way down to my toes, just hair everywhere.
Yep.
Glorious.
Very warm.
Sure glad I don't cuddle with you guys.
Not a. Oh yeah, that's what he says. He's cuddling.
Look
But
at the mustache. You can cuddle with me.
yeah. So Monty, I don't know
Sweet.
if you want to wrap it up. Tell everybody, obviously if you want, wrap it up. But that's on your own time. But just let everybody know where they can find you, what you have going on, and yeah, go ahead. We're gonna put you on the big
Beard
screen.
Mob Facebook, Beard Mob Instagram, Beard Mob North Texas. I'm the president of Beard Mob North Texas as well. If you're on Facebook, please find The Big Shave MF5. That's our charity that we're doing the mustache with. As bad as I don't want to lose my mustache, that's the charity that we're doing. We've actually got hats. We're doing patches and stickers. You Matter is something that we're passing on. We're very passionate about mental health and suicide. A lot of us hate the word. I really just hate the word. But that's us. Beard Mob. Come find us. That's it right there.
Here's
Big
the clip
shave.
right here. I'm going to post this into here so you guys can check this out. And like I said, go through this. Just an amazing. There's 286 members of this. Just some of the most amazing, just dedicated people. And hit them. What's that saying that you've been saying lately? What's that saying? Hashtag what?
The Big Shave.
You matter.
You matter. That's the sticker. You
Yes.
matter.
I need one of those, dude. I need one of
had
those.
these out at Nationals, and they were such conversation starters.
Yep.
Each one of you guys matter to somebody somewhere somehow. Like everybody matters. We all matter.
Yep.
Absolutely. Monty, you're just an amazing dude that I'm thankful to call my bearded brother. And I can't thank you enough for taking some time out of your busy day. Make sure, obviously, you guys check out the Big Shave. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We made the Guinness Book of World Records.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
we did.
What?
Look at it's a very small picture of a bunch of small pictures.
Crazy.
It's a very small picture, but hot damn, we made the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's sick.
Man.
We did. Yes, we did. It's absolutely amazing. That, again, is just more proof that Aaron D. Johnston will show up when you talk about Guinness World Records.
Oh,
I'm Aaron D. Johnson. Damn happy.
Wow, you sounded just like him.
I know, right? Oh, hey. Okay, bye.
All kidding aside, Monty, seriously, thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it. Guys, check them out every Wednesday on all of their pages. Guys, check out The Big Shave. Check out all the charities, everything that they have going on. Just an amazing, amazing dude. And, yeah, you matter.
I like it.
Monty, we appreciate it. And, guys, go check them out. And we'll chat soon, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
bye,
thank you.
Monty.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, sir.
What a
Again,
great
guys,
guy,
just
man.
an amazing, amazing guy. He's doing so many great things for so many different charities. We had a great conversation after the Nationals Saturday night in a hotel room, just a whole bunch of bearded dudes shedding hair everywhere, talking about great things, what we can do for so many great people that truly do need it. And he's just an amazing guy. So
6 years of mustaching, and he'll give it away to make money. And
I'll
give
tell
it-
you what, that
that's
man is
amazing.
the
That's awesome.
definition of a good human.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
yep, absolutely.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, dedication, but it just shows you that there's, you know what I mean? The Big Shave, 2 epic beards, 1 amazing cause. I was going to show you a picture of Jake as well. I mean, these guys, they're putting it all on the line for such a great cause. And that's one thing that's very important to them too, as well, is they want to keep it local, kind of what they're doing. They could, not the Movembers, not that there's anything wrong with, donating to there, if that's what you believe in, that's your cause there, but they very, pride themselves on finding local, smaller charities that in a lot of opinions, you know what I mean? And opinions are opinions that truly do need it just as much, if not more, than some of those bigger corporations that, been there a while and had the marketing. They're doing well too, but it's nice to spread the love, and they do a fantastic job. And, a lot of the beard community members too, in all the competitions, even the one for Nationals, they found local stuff that was prevalent to the event, and just a great thing to see.
Well, I think if you're going to do stuff like that, right, and you're small or big, if you go local, you're guaranteed to make sure the money gets to where it's supposed to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Not saying that anything larger is corrupt or anything like that. Totally not what I'm saying. But if something huge is based out of a certain area, a lot of it might go right to that area just because it's easier.
Very true.
But if everyone gives to local, then you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the way to go.
It is. And real quick too, Brandon does have to take off. He had a hard stop at 9:30. So Brandon, put you on the big screen. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you have going on, except for if you have to poop.
Likely in your mother's bedroom on the big screen. You can find me at Brandon.
Hey,
That's where you're pooping.
Well, sometimes. Brandon J. McDermott on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Come give us a follow. And yeah, we'll catch up with you guys later. I appreciate everything that you guys do to make this place great, and glad that I can have the opportunity to be a part of it.
And your parents' bed.
Thanks, Brandon.
And he's going to poop in all of your parents' bedrooms, one bedroom at a time. Brandon J. McDermott. Hey, have
Like
a great
Santa
night,
Claus, just popping by every house.
I had no idea my mom was into that.
Yeah, hey.
That's not Cole.
Yeah.
No, it's not. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.
All right, see you
Later.
guys.
Everybody.
All right, Brandon J. McDermott, guys, the greatest newsman in the entire planet. We're thankful to have him here. So 9:31 on Tuesdays. That means it's time getting ready for Joe Myers to shotgun a beer and usually lose and watch a grown-ass man cry. But that's not Thursday or Tuesday. It is Thursday. So let's keep with the beer trend. Beard Bro, you got a beer of the week, right?
I sure do.
Let's do let's talk about that beer of the week real quick, huh?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yakida, everybody. How you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic evening because it's freaking Oktoberfest season. All right, how was that? Was that a good come in? Was that nice?
That was a good one.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was perfect. That was perfect.
You came in so well.
Very nice.
Hey, man.
so hard.
Yakida. It's very nice. Wow, I have my Bentonville Brewing Fest beer. All right, that's all I got. So this week, we are doing the Fest beer from Bentonville Brewing. If it will focus, I have no idea. Whatever. But here is out of Bentonville, Arkansas, which is where I live. We have a fantastic brewery here. It's one of the oldest breweries in our region, Bentonville Brewing. And so this year they've created the Fest beer Golden Lager, and it is a 5.9% ABV, 25 IBUs, which means it should be a little hoppy, not that bad. But on the back, it says handcrafted in Arkansas, a golden lager in the style of the beer, brewed for Deweizen, Munich's renowned Oktoberfest celebration, traditionally taking place in the weeks leading up to the first Sunday in October, except for this year and last year because it got canceled again. Stupid. This beer is well balanced with a touch of hop bite over a solid foundation of toasted maltiness, perfect for pairing with a kielbasa and a hot, fresh pretzel. Thank you.
Ooh, that made my dick twitch.
Right? Doesn't it? Here, see if it sounds any different than a Miller Lite. Ready? Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It does.
I
I
see
can
the
hear
spray
difference.
on that.
I did. I thought you were just
For a
happy to see
second, I
me.
could have swore to God, Matt said, "Watch your mouth."
What do they say on the TikTok? I should call her.
I should call her.
Call her.
So I do not have a full-size glass in here because my dumb ass forgot to pick one out of the counter. So I'm going to use my little flight glass here from Fort Smith Brewing Company out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Shout out to you guys because they make some amazing beer down there as well.
What original name? Fort
Right?
Smith Brewing from Fort Smith.
Right?
Who would have ever guessed?
Yeah.
I would
It
rather
would be funny if it was like,
Little
hey,
Rock
it's
Brewing.
Fort Smith Brewing in Little Rock.
Look,
Those
Yeah.
they were
clever
so busy
bastards.
making good beer, they didn't want to waste time.
There you go, man.
Good color.
Boy, look at the color on that. That is
That looks
gorgeous.
fantastic.
That's an Oktoberfest beer, y'all. That is a straight Oktoberfest beer. So it's
like
talking
the
about the
pink-
maltiness. It's talking about the amber to it here. You know, golden lager in the style of the beer brewed for Deweizen. Foundation of toasted maltiness, perfect for pairing with the kielbasa or obatsta. Sorry, obatsta. Sorry, there's a little smudge on there. I thought it was Q. And a
My
hot,
first time
fresh pretzel. So
Pretzel. That's a pretzel.
when you smell it, it definitely has the malty smell to it. And I can't wait to jump in, so I'm just going to go for it here.
Do it.
Do
Do it. And yeah. What do you think?
If you're looking it up on Untapped or Beer Advocate, unfortunately, you're not going to find anything on there because it's that new of a beer. So if you want, reach out
Toby,
to
you
Bentonville
using a
Brewing.
shake weight?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. I hate to interrupt, but I thought
You were excited.
I was like, oh man, I haven't seen the shake weight being used in at least 3 to 5 years.
Speaking of fitness, I'm fitting this beer into my mouth. So
He's fitting that beer in his mouth.
So do you like it?
I do actually. So whenever I first tasted it, it tastes like a little softer beer as far as that goes. I don't know if it's the water quality that they used on this. It is fantastic. For an Oktoberfest beer. Do what?
Is it 10 ply?
10 ply, maybe. I don't know. So soft.
Fucking soft, bud. You're fucking 10 ply.
Charming. Yeah. But no, I'd say on a 1 to 10, I would easily give this one a solid 8.12. So
wow, he likes it. He likes
that
it.
one's a really good one. Of the Oktoberfest beers that I've had, and I've shared a few on the show, except for last week when I was out because apparently I decided to get my wisdom teeth taken out. So they don't like you drinking on pain meds. Whatever. So
yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Yeah. I had to sit that one out. But aside from that, if you look back at the last, was it 3 episodes, I think, before that, I had a couple Oktoberfest beers in there. And, yeah. Was it? Oh, anyways. So, see, Toby knows.
Anyways, yeah. No, that sounds fantastic. I'm super jealous. You guys can check them out. Bentonville Brewing Company. Bentonville are.
BentonvilleBrewing.com is the name, is the website if you want to check out more of their beers. But also, this brings up a very valid point that I wanted to chat about. It is right in the dead center of Oktoberfest season right now. So if you have a local brewery that's doing an Oktoberfest beer, reach out to me. Let me know about it. I would love to hear about it. I would love to interview anybody. I'd love to chat with them. Or if you just have a really cool video that you see on their social media channels, I am on TikTok. You can look me up at The Beard Bro. That's 2 E's, by the way, not an A. So just like wherever it is right here. Yeah, that thing. So tag me because I would love to know about it. And I'd love to know what beers are great in your region because there's a ton of amazing breweries around this nation. And I would love to taste them all.
True. And then maybe he'll even talk about it on this show. So you get double dose of Beard talk for you and your brewery. So yeah, definitely hit him up. And yeah, hit him up, Beard Bro. If you're listening to it on any of the podcast stuff and he was pointing to it, it's THE for the Beard, BERD bro. Like bro. But real quick, what we'll do before we'll cycle back into what's burning Toby's anus, because we've really been wondering that for weeks. Let's cycle back. We'll just do a quick little thing because this is a whiskey that we have all tried, so I'm super excited. And one thing that I just found that was one of the coolest things that I haven't seen really any other company do, mainly because I haven't seen anybody pair with a kind of a band like this, but each batch number comes with a playlist, which is amazing. You get right, this is right from blackenedwhiskey.com. So you can select the batch number. So obviously
we're on 107, my sir.
So we are on 107. And this is selected and arranged by James Hetfield. So he has a playlist for this particular batch of whiskey that you can listen to right here. And he's got the Metal Militia.
I dig that.
Yeah, this is amazing, isn't it?
Where's my batch number?
It's right up on the
It's up your butt.
Oh, I'm 117.
All right, so let's check out playlist 117.
We're only 10 off, bud.
So this was by Robert, and this is you got Seek and Destroy Fuel. All right, look at that. See, and I just think that's a cool thing. Each batch of Blackened is enhanced during the finish phase by its own Metallica playlist. So they play this.
I gotta collect them all.
Yeah, they play this while they are finishing the actual booze, is what I'm saying, and it's actually arranged by band members themselves.
Great for your ears, better for your liver.
So yeah, just absolutely amazing. And you can actually click these playlists and play them on Spotify or Apple Music. I thought that was a cool thing. That was a really cool thing that I hadn't seen before.
I did not know that. I've been drinking this for months. I never knew that.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you drink whiskey and you don't like Metallica, you suck.
Yeah. And yeah, that is some marketing. Absolute great marketing. And Toby, what do you think? You want to get into the hot sauce, or you guys want to talk a little more about the whiskey?
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh,
ready for it.
Okay,
Let's
we're
do
good.
the intro. And Toby, we're going to see what's burning your anus. Oh, it was supposed to be this way.
What's up, everybody?
the
I am
best.
They Call Me Toby, and this is what's burning my anus this week. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the lights, but what I'm having this week is Rocky's bacon hot sauce. Their
Ooh.
site doesn't put anything on there other than that's right, it's back, our most popular hot sauce, and that's all that they give for a description. So I don't really have a way to describe it to you guys. I will tell you, it definitely tastes like it's got bacon in it. It doesn't have a lot of bite. The strongest pepper that they have in here is cayenne chili pepper, but the flavor on
He
this,
said, but.
oh god,
Ding.
it starts off almost like a almost kind of like a Maplewood smoked bacon, and then slowly pours into just a little bit of heat, just like literally just the right amount. Somebody had suggested this to me. One thing that I thought was odd about this hot sauce is it comes in a plastic bottle.
Really?
Yeah, I am definitely not used to that.
Yeah.
But I love the label on it. I love the picture of the guy on the front. But somebody suggested this and said you really got to try it. So of course, me being me, I immediately went out and bought it, and I am absolutely in love with it.
And which flavor was that one again?
This one is the bacon.
The bacon. Okay, because I just went on their site real quick. I think this is the right site.
They have, yep, that's it right there. They have a new, and that's it. I believe, wasn't that it? Like in the bottom center or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. So This is the honey barbecue. This is the hot sauce. The lime.
Yep, and the honey barbecue is new.
Right here.
Yep, there it is.
And
And
this is cool. Create your own hot sauce pack
yes.
for only $9.99. Are they samples?
No, they're all like this. They're all like this size, and when you create like the 8-pack, it comes out to like $6 or $7, or not. Yeah. Oh, okay. They have to be samples if it's $9.99.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I thought there was like hippie Jesus or something on there. That was pretty cool.
Or maybe you make your own pack and it's $9.99 per bottle.
Per bottle.
until
Yeah,
you
it looks
start
like
adding
it's
it.
yeah.
There you go.
Versus Therapy, it's $43.50 free
Yep.
shipping, and you get rewards.
So
Yeah, here's a picture. Yeah.
you can get it directly from their website, or you can get it from Amazon. Like they say, it's going to be cheaper if you get it from their website. But as far as flavor goes on this, I'm easily going to give this a flavor of about 8.5.
Ooh.
And for the heat is now, when I talk about heat, I'm talking about tolerable heat. Like the lower the number, the more it's hot just to be hot to me. As far as heat goes, I'm going to give this a good 7.5.
Ooh.
It's got the perfect amount of mixture of just the right amount of heat mixed with a perfect amount of flavor. So yeah, overall, I'll easily give this an 8.5.
Nice. Did any of you guys know that Cheetos and Doritos have came out with their own hot sauce?
I'm not gonna lie, both of those kind of actually sound a little disgusting.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same.
Well, Toby, tell me what you think about this one. There was actually a spicy Cheeto wrapped sushi at a local place here.
Well,
Like they took the crumbles of it and then rolled the sushi in the crumbles of spicy Cheetos.
I have done the fiery Cheeto hot wings before, and they were good, but it's really oily. Like when you mix them like that, it's just you get most of the oil and less of the flavor. So I don't know. God is dead. Yeah, I don't know how much I'd enjoy a Cheeto, a fiery Cheeto sushi roll.
I really want to go try it.
I mean, I'd be willing to, I think I'd still be willing to try it, but I'm just so afraid because it was the same thing with the hot wings. When I was like, I got to try it. I got to know. And it was just so much oil. You don't realize how much oil is packed into a Cheeto until you have to crush it and realize when you pull, because we crush everything in like a Ziploc bag. And when you go to pull the bag apart, everything's just like slimed stuck to the bag. I was like,
Yeah.
That is nasty. So, yeah, that is what's burning Toby's anus. If you guys want to check them out, RockiesHotSauce.com. They got a bunch of different stuff, and they have limited drop honey barbecue, all the flavor with just enough heat. So fantastic.
Sounds good.
So
Yeah,
for anybody
they're
that
really
doesn't
good.
know, maybe you're just watching this, or maybe you've watched it a whole bunch of times, but we have the picker wheel. If you're wondering, what the hell is the picker wheel? This is the picker wheel. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. If you want something added to this, anybody watching, just let us know in the comments. Logan will feature it, and we will put it on here. We spun the last episode. Yeah, go ahead, Toby.
I haven't been here. I would like to add something onto the picker wheel.
Oh, let's do this.
Cool Ranch or nacho cheese Doritos?
Oh,
Mm.
okay. I like it. Whose cheese is it? Nacho cheese. All right. So that has
Hold
been
on.
added. What was spun? And I feel like this is going to be a little tough to do with 14 minutes, but what was spun last week on the picker wheel? Craziest party story. Which this is a tough one. So what I'm going to throw out there is craziest party story that you want to tell live on air. And I'm going to throw one out. I'll start it off. I'll be really quick. This isn't probably the craziest, but this is one of the funny that is a little bit crazy. And I'm not going to throw any names out there just because, if some people happen to be watching and it's you, if you can chime in yourself.
That's
But
smart.
real quick, this was a like high school, just graduating around that era party. And we were just, typical kids playing some beer pong, and person was playing a little bit of beer pong and somehow shit his pants, or they shit their pants, and they didn't really know what to do. So they kind of scrambled around, dumped a whole bunch of beer on themselves to clearly mask the smell, ended up just going to a random truck that was apparently one of our buddies, did a whole wardrobe change, came back and was like, "Why are you not wearing your jeans and boots? You're in shorts." "Oh, it's just hot." "Jesus, you smell like beer." Yeah, it was hot." "Okay, yeah, no worries. Next day, daylight happens because this happened in the night. There was a towel covered in shit. There was some pants covered in some shit and some underwear covered in some shit. Turns out we found the culprit. But either way, before it happened, he made the mistake of telling somebody that he shit his pants. That person told everybody. He had to ride in the back of a pickup truck all the way home because they shit their pants, and was never going to hang out with us ever again. Next day, we picked him up for a big roast, and we've all still been best friends since. So that was the quick version, and that might not be the craziest, but that was a pretty funny one that I'll never forget. So I don't know who wants to go next. Logan, you got one queued up?
Is that a mutual friend of ours?
Yes. Yeah, local guy. Yeah.
Logan's like, I know
Another
him.
mutual friend where the same kind of thing happened. A different one, I believe. Man, I don't know. I once had a friend crawling around the field and then the road late at night, but not so late that cars weren't around, mowing and eating grass. I mean, like that's my quick answer. I got a lot of real good ones, but details. Yeah. But the mowing and eating grass, legit eating grass. Thought he wasn't pretending he was a cow. He thought he was a cow for a good 3 hours.
That's a pretty
Eating
great
grass for 3 hours?
That's unique.
Yes, yeah, like he crawled around like a cow between the field that we were partying in and the road for 3 hours, mooing and eating grass.
I got to get some of that acid.
All it was alcohol. That's the fucked up part.
Well,
I gotta get some of that alcohol.
That person knew of. That person knew.
I thought there was other grass involved, but
Right?
no,
No, oh
whatever.
god, no, not then.
Mhm.
Nope, just probably a bunch of bush lights.
Just out in some Amish guy's field, just mowing
Yeah.
down.
churning butter. Beard Bro, what do you got?
So I've got a couple things here. I was going to send
You
you a
can't
couple
look
photos.
up a random crazy party
No,
story. You gotta tell us one of your own.
this is the party story. This is
in his
the
memoir.
party story, y'all. Anyway, so I'll send you a photo here on the Instagram, anyways. But so I got two quick stories. The first one was I was living. I just moved down to Northwest Arkansas here, and my buddy Danny and we were working at a local restaurant / bar, and it was really nice. And so our routine was to go out on Sunday nights after our shifts. So we went down to Dixon Street, which is our major bar area here in the college town. Dixon, not Dixon. So,
I didn't say it.
anyways.
Whatever.
It's a very
No
hard
judging.
street over there. But anyways, that night there happened to be a tornado watch whenever we went out, and by the time we got back to his apartment and started drinking, after we shut down the bars, there was a tornado warning, which actually had a tornado blow through Fayetteville. And therefore, we had our tornado party, which was fantastic. And the neighbors brought over their ferret, which also happened to be dyed pink at the time. I'll send you photos here in a second. But the second party that I have to say was probably legendary. Folks, if you ever break up with someone or if they start dating someone, whatever, and you just whatever, then don't go out, get drunk, get high, and then party up, because you will end up on your friend Megan's couch, sitting there watching Pink Floyd's The Wall and unable to move. And so whenever you tell your friend that you are not able to move, then she will come over politely, as a great best friend should do, and she will pull your pinkies and your thumbs out and hang a Walmart sack over you like a trough bag, and you will not puke on her floor ever. So that's it. All right.
That is awesome.
Shout out, Megan.
He's like, here you
Best
go.
friend
Good
ever.
friend. Fuck that. She's not a good friend. She didn't want him to ruin her carpet.
And
Hey, that was good though, because she knew that you got to come over, you got to have your get your frustrations out and everything like that. And they were over playing cards at the table, and a few other folks were running around doing whatever. But yeah, let's just say there's some herbal supplements and some beer. They don't mix, folks. Don't do that. Don't do it.
not for rookies, anyways. Anyway, Toby,
Hey.
let's tell yours. Speaking of fantastic, Mama Gonna Snap, you're fantastic.
I myself don't actually partake in parties very often. But every time I go to the bar, it's a party. So mine's more of a bar story. Every time I go to the bar, me and my buddy, we always run the tables on cornhole. Like every night that would go to the bar.
So you run a cornhole?
Yeah, cornhole. So look at the mustache. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So
yeah.
the problem is that the cornhole boards would always be placed out on, like, I guess you could say, like the front balcony area, like the spaced in spot. So it gets really difficult to get people to understand, especially once they start getting drunk. Hey, stay out of the cornhole zone. Well, this one girl, she kept wanting to. She duck her head in. She duck her head in. And I'm like, the cornhole zone.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be on a t-shirt.
It's always hard to stay out of the cornhole zone
It's
whenever you're
always
drunk.
hard. Yeah, your mother violates content violations. So I was starting to get tired of it, and my buddy is just looking at me. He's like, "Dude, just hit her." I was like, "All right, man." I was like, "I have permission." She stuck her head out. I winged this cornhole back, and it had to have struck her like just square in the nostril. And blood started going everywhere. They went and cleaned her up. She came back out, and she started climbing up and down. Have you never heard of the game cornhole?
No,
Oh, I have. No, I'm laughing because the story is fantastic.
So
You
she comes back
beanbagged
up.
the chick in the
Oh,
head.
dude, yeah.
you
Oh, man.
beanbagged the chicken. You were far away.
Oh yeah, I did. So totally bagged her.
What are you, riot control over here? Come on.
I did end up getting hired as security at that place later.
Hey, if
Here's
this
the
guy
best
can
part.
take somebody out with a cornhole bag, imagine what he can do with his.
So her friends go and get her cleaned up. She's drunk as shit. They bring her back out, and she's disturbing the game again. This time, she decides she wants to keep walking up and down the cornhole boards, which that's a no-go. And then every time I'm getting ready to throw, because she's still upset, every time I bring my arm back to throw, she'd smack the bag out of my hand. I look back and I said, I'm gonna give you one more chance to just sit back there and be drunk and not touch me. And I brought, and they have these wooden, this is the important part. They have wooden railing banisters with the, like you see down people's steps and stuff. You see the little banister in between, right? Like the outdoor porch kind of setup. And I brought it back, and she knocked it out of my hand. I spun around. I looked at her, and she goes, "Haha, what are you gonna do?" And I Spartan kicked her right through the banister. I turned around.
Are you freaking serious?
Yes, I turned around. I went, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "What are you gonna do?" She's taking a sip of her drink, and I went, "Whoa!" And she legit. So the part of the banister that she went through is a gate, but the gate didn't pop open, so she literally ended up going through the little small wooden rods and just ass over tea kettle. She's wearing a skirt. One heel is off, one heel is on, and they're just dangling like this, looking like a boxer that just got knocked out of the ring and she's out. And everybody's like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, there's like 3 guys that stood up in the group of regulars that I'm always with, which is like 15 of us. Like, we go there, we drink to have a good time, and nobody gets messed up, and we're always out there playing cornhole. And these 4 guys stand up, and like 15 guys, like out of Spaceballs, were like, "Yo!" And I was like, "Oh, you guys are fucked." And everybody the 4 guys just slowly sat back down. Nobody touched the girl. Nope. They just let her sit there. Her friends were like, mm-mm.
What girl?
Tammy's had enough. We're done with it. The owner came out, and I'm real good friends with the owner. He's like, "Toby, what the fuck?" I was like, "I'll pay for that." And what I did is I went back the very next morning before they opened up for lunch. Because they open up early for like lunch at like 10:30 or 11. They just don't serve alcohol until after 2 o'clock. I was out there and I was putting all the boards back on. I was nailing it all back together, and I put it back up. And he's like, "Thanks, but don't do that again." I was like, "Hey, it was self-defense." He goes, "How?" I explained to him because nobody told him what happened. The only thing he was told is Toby just Spartan kicked a woman right through a railing. I'm only 5'6", but I mean, I know how to do a Spartan kick. We've all seen the movie.
Don't piss off a man playing cornhole, for fuck's sake.
That's the
biggest thing right there.
Whole best part of the story is honestly we won the game 21 to 11. I was like,
that was gonna be my question. So yeah.
I like that. Have you guys ever seen cornhole? No, it's just something different when a grown ass man talks about their cornhole zone and don't enter the corn. It's just
it's the weirdest name for a game. Like, I don't understand. Like, I once did a video asking people, like, what do you call it? And they're like, we call it beanbag toss. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, that sounds way worse.
Way worse.
No, I'm gonna tell you a much more weird game than that. Have you ever heard of Concho?
What?
Yes.
No.
Have you heard of this, Toby? So
No.
we went over this last time. So Concho is a kind of game that is very well known in the East Asian countries like Japan, Korea. Korea calls it Dadong chime. Pretty much how that you say it.
Oh, you said it perfectly.
Yeah. So more or less, this is Concho. You take your fingers, right? You can do it 2-finger or 1, and then you get behind somebody, and then you put it right in their buttholes. And this is a game that is there's statues for this game. There's gifts for this game.
That's not okay.
That's not okay, man.
Y'all. You have seen the guy on TikTok that does the what videos?
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah. Who hasn't seen him annoy you on his For You page?
God bless that guy.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
Now, this is what I'm going to say. I can't stand the guy's content because it's just, there's no effort to it. But at the same time, I've seen a bunch of the videos that he does his reactions to. And when you first see him, you're like, all right, yeah, whatever. And you sweep by him. And then you see his video. You're like, wait, that video looks familiar. Why is he reacting to it? And now he's pointing out the fucked up part of that video. And you're like, oh, I appreciate you, good sir. Thank you for making that interesting.
Yep. So that was, and we can't thank everybody that submitted answers. That was the picker wheel question of the day. And I think it's time to spin another one for next week's episode. But before we do, next week's episode is 103. It's the episode before 2 years. So episode 104, we're going to come up with something special. But our dudes at Woolly Wizard hit us up and said, hey, can we do another chat roulette, or not chat roulette, a beard oil roulette event? And we said, yeah, because he has some amazing news. And I'm gonna let him talk all about it. And better yet, I'm gonna let him show him. And what's cool is I just recently busted out a little memento. This is the roulette here and the Vegas tears. My camera didn't enhance very well because it just can't take itself off my beautiful beard. Apparently, this Vegas. This
you got
is there.
Vegas tears.
Yeah.
Let me smell that.
Here, you can definitely
smell
take a whiff of that.
Let me smell your Vegas.
So while he's smelling the Vegas tears, we are going to have Tyler back on next week. We're going to do that. So if anybody wants some new beard oil, anybody wants some, a chance to win this, just show up and you'll be here. But we are going to spin the picker wheel. Are we ready?
Vegas.
Next week we will speak of curved brim flat bills or no hat at all. All right, so we are going to talk hats, which maybe you'll even hear about some of our famous hats. And I have a new hat or so on the way that I'm going to
like
talk
that
about.
one.
That's awesome.
Isn't that pretty good?
Vegas.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, so
Sorry, I was dealing with the pig. What was picked?
oh, we are going to talk about curved brim, flat bill, or no hat at all. How we wear our hats. So we are going to talk about hats next episode with Woolly Wizard, and I'm going to be super excited about this. So yeah,
we're gonna lose friendships.
yes, we are. So a new thing that Beard Bro recommended that we try out. We're going to try it out at the end of each. We're going to just do a quick 20, maybe 30-second little plug of whatever you want to talk about, your social media. Maybe there's a cool company that you just want people to know about on this show. So we'll let Toby start this off, unless
Before I start, are
before.
certain things not allowed?
I mean, we're on the YouTubes and stuff. I'm pretty sure you can do pretty much
I
whatever.
think we know what I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to promote.
I know what you're promoting.
I say
All right.
we go for it. What's the worst that happens? We have to
All
go
right,
around the park.
OnlyFans, huh?
Let's do it. My wife is just now celebrating her very first month on OnlyFans. She's doing amazing. If you guys want to go check her out, you can go to onlyfans.com/Toby's Angel. You get a discount for your first month, and more discounts for multiple months if you subscribe there. Outside of that, you guys are not going to see me on TikTok for a few days because I have been content banned once again.
Hey,
But-
what's up, Angel?
Hey.
And,
So if they want to find those links and click them, are they still in your TikTok and all of your
they
social media?
they are
bios?
definitely in my TikTok bio. They
There we
they are not in hers because we're trying to. I don't care if my TikTok gets deleted. She does. So
Yep.
they are not in hers, but they are in her Instagram bio where you
There we
can
go.
find her at Toby's_Angel over on Instagram. So
There you go. Check all of that
thank
out.
you
Absolutely
all
amazing.
for the support that's already been given. By the way, you guys have been amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And Beard Bro, go ahead.
Hey, so quick, got to give a shout out to my friends over at American Barrels, Kentucky Bourbon. If you didn't see my TikTok video the other day, they sent me a couple of these really cool cups. It's got the American Barrels deal, and I'm not going to tip it too far because it got whiskey in there, but it
that's
does
nice.
have their shotgun, base to it and everything like that. I got a
Toby's
flag
drooling.
from them hanging out in my garage now. Also have to give a random shout out to Neil. I'm not going to say his last name, but Neil, who just purchased a beer gun from me. If you would like to get one of these, then head over to beardbro.com, beardbro.com. You can get your own. And guys, I got to say, those things have been selling like hotcakes and fantastic. I am very thankful to each and every person who has purchased one. And also shout out to Randy over at Crossroads Liquor here in Northwest Arkansas, who very graciously invited me in today and was showing me around a little bit. And hope to be doing some stuff with you soon, man. So
Hell yeah.
that's what I
Awesome.
got.
Very awesome, man. Awesome. Good to hear about the
Cheers.
sales. Good to hear about that. There's a couple ones. Logan, anything you want to promote, dude?
Let's say this is batch 107, and I would easily give this a 7.1.
Nice.
This stuff is smooth. It's good.
So
It's got a
good.
good burn down the throat, but the rest of it, it's good. Also, one quick shout out to Mastrellis Barbershop, who
Yeah.
you saw earlier on one of the ads or one of the intros. He cut Matt's hair and made him look like a beautiful person.
Yeah. he
Cleaned
did.
up. Let me tell
Even
you,
more
cleaned up.
beautiful, I think.
Cut my hair for my new job last week. Cut my boy's hair today. Was awesome with the boys. Austin Brooks is a good dude. He does a lot of things. He does $5 haircuts for service men and women. He's awesome.
That's awesome.
He's working his butt off. Told me today in January he's going to be gone for 20 weeks. He's learning how to be a paratrooper for the National Guard.
Yep. Yeah.
You gonna be a nasty girl?
I was like, wait, you what? You want to jump out of planes? He's like, yeah, I just always wanted to do it because I've skydived
Perfectly
3 times.
good airplanes.
No, okay, listen.
So
As a former paratrooper from the United States Army of 20 years, I can tell you that the military gets all of their equipment, to include aircraft, from the lowest bidder. There is no such thing as a perfectly good aircraft in the United States military.
yeah, but
You
they
bring
have
up
the
a very valid point because people don't understand when someone says this watch is military grade or this rifle is military grade. That means good enough to actually work a handful of times, right,
Yeah.
Toby?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, it might be cheap parts, but they got the best men and women. That's what
Yes,
we'll
they
go
do.
That's what we'll go with.
with.
And
Australia's Barbershop. If you're local, go there.
Hey, cheers
oh, man,
to
so what are we
our
gonna do for
servicemen and
20
women.
weeks? What are we gonna do? Yeah, cheers to that.
What are we going to do for 20 weeks? I don't know. We might have to cut. We should cut our hair here.
Mm.
I'm
Well,
gonna.
sure,
I was
I
supposed to
can-
pop in,
I can cut hair.
Austin.
I've learned from my mother-in-law.
Yeah, but you're not licensed in New York, and that's the
Doesn't
thing.
matter. We're in your studio.
Anyways, Austin, I was supposed to come and see you today. Sorry, I didn't pop by. I had a lot going on, but either way, we'll talk about this. And yeah, definitely check them out. That's a good. And the whiskey. Where'd you get the whiskey? Was it Central?
Yes, this
Square?
was still at the Central Square Discount Liquors. With
Yeah.
our buddy Zach.
Shout out to them. What's up, Zach? And for me, I don't really have a ton going on. I mean, I'm Beard Laws. You can buy this hat if you want. I'll sell it right to you. It's sweaty. It's a little hot in the studio today. And that's really all I got. I can't thank everybody for watching this. And here's a little sneak peek of what you might see even next week.
Check this out. All right. So if
Don't
anyone
give
can
it
find,
all away.
If anyone can find this, all right.
Oh.
So this is a barreled old fashioned. All right. I thought this was interesting. We're going a little different. It's Handy and Schiller signature cocktail. So this is an old fashioned already made. It's old fashioned made with Buffalo Trace bourbon, Peychaud, whatever bitters, and caramel color out of New Orleans. So this is what we're drinking next week. If anyone can find this, try it with us.
Yeah.
So Handy and Schiller old fashioned.
Yeah, it's a pre-made old fashioned, and I mean, but it's corked or sealed and everything like that.
Send me a photo of that and I'll give it to the wife and see if she can find it tomorrow.
Yeah, like I don't, being from New Orleans, I would imagine that somebody might be able to find it. I was able to find it here, so that's kind of crazy.
Wild.
But it has, I mean, maybe if you look up Buffalo, start with Buffalo Trace. If you can't find this, maybe they have a link to it.
Looks like you can actually order it online in some areas.
Ooh, on Ryan?
But this could be this will be cool.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a cool thing. That's what we're gonna be sipping on. But yeah. Can't thank you guys enough for taking some time out of your busy days to watch us, have a drink with us, have a laugh with us, whether you needed it, whether you didn't. Thanks, Monty, again for
Monty.
popping in. Can't thank you enough. Beard Mobb, he's doing a lot of big things for charity. Shout out to them. Thanks everybody on the Talking Beards Network for popping by as well.
Brandon
And
J. McDermott.
yeah, Matt's teaser should have been how stoked he is to give me his blah hat. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's a Finlay hat, limited edition hat. And I also scored a sweet yellow and black Finlay hat that I can't wait to wear. But also, guys, I have a sweet Honest Amish collector's edition hat that is only collectible by anybody that wants to go to Honest Amish and buy one, because I think there's a lot. But yeah, I'm going to be rocking that hat too. But either way, that was awesome. That was a great episode. Toby, good to have you back. Get some rest. Beard Bro, good to have you back. Glad your teeth are out and you're a little more dumb, but you still look as good. Logan, you didn't go anywhere, but I'm glad to have you back here again. And everybody else that watches this, we can't thank you enough. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll be back right here. Same time, same place, same dudes, same segments. And I think Brandon's playing some Minecraft or something, so make sure you go over there and help him with his, what do they do in Minecraft? Builds?
I have no idea.
I don't really know what he's playing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I think they builds.
Builds. Go
Builds.
watch him build stuff. And he's the world's greatest newsman. But that's all I got for you guys. We're going to hit the outro. And yeah, that's all I got. Okay, bye.
Bye. Peace.
Yakida!